think one of the things I think about writing is I like to start with something I like. So I know we talked about taking wrist breaks, elbow breaks, taking extended shoulders. If you guys watched ACC Asian trials this past weekend, take a lot of my what he does is he usually gets collar tie, and then he'll get a reverse grip. So you guys interlock your fingers. He likes this kind of stance where he controls this hand here, and then he has the collar back here, so he can push and also. You might be asking, like what are you supposed to do first? Defensively, I think it's actually quite good because if you have like a mercy grip and you get a mercy grip and then you sort of like rotate your head, you can determine when to let go of this grip. So if Bernard tries to show me like this or something, if I'm about to hold on to this grip, and even though it's like a simple leg, it's hard for him to finish. And then from there, like even if it's a single leg, I can just put it down. And then I can do the same hand, but then I can also choose when to let go of this grip and get it back on. So that's like something I think about. It's kind of like, even though it's a grip, I can choose when to let go. And I can choose when to move on. That will determine whether like I'm off. You're asking why. Because I'm choosing this. So it's like I can here and then I choose to disengage. Yeah, it's going to be sort of liquid. So this is just something you guys can play around with. This is my preference for some of the grip fight. So feel free to play around with that. This collar tie, it doesn't have to be a mercy grip either. It can also be underskirt. Yeah, so when you guys are warming up, play around with this. See where you get. Hey, big yellow.
It feels weird. It's not judo.
We're gonna do this again, just switch up your partner. So just continue grip fighting. Grip fighting.
Ready?
Bernard.
Dylan? No. Brandon?
Bernard.
Bernard? I missed this.
So, yeah, we're just doing grip fighting. Kind of just controls. So, one step. Alright, next game we'll play is, we'll have the goal of getting to a rear body lock. So we want to end up in this position right here. So basically what we're looking for is you can either go inside or outside. So if you go inside, maybe you get like an underhook, and then you throw it by, you get to the rear body lock. Or if you go outside, you can do something like an arm drag, and get it straight to the back. Something I saw that you guys can play around with in EDCC trials this past weekend in Asia was this grip where instead of grabbing from the outside, I saw them grabbing from the inside. So like I'm going kind of like a wrist inside grip here, and then you can swing your elbow, sort of penetrate this inside elbow space with your own elbow. So like maybe you're here, and then it's just like you sort of swim in, you get this really high underhook. And then from here you can form throw bodies to get into the back. I even saw it where someone preloaded an arm drag, so they didn't have the angle for it, but they preloaded the arm drag, and then their other hand went inside the wrist. And from here, basically they use this to shove it across to make an arm drag. And then you can also see that if the arm drag fails, like let's say Bernard doesn't let me do it, I also have the underhook. And it's kind of a combination of cross, and then I can also do this like inside over here. It feels really weird, but I think like if you just try it just like this, grip on its own, you'll find that it helps you sort of swim your arm for that underhook. So this is something I sold. I've yet to play around with it, but you guys can try it out where it's just kind of like a slower arm drag. As always, you can always do your hand fights and then do your fast arm drags around this. So we're looking to get to a rear body lock. If you get to your rear body lock, just reset. We'll do this for say 2 minutes, and then we'll do it 2 times. So if someone sits out, then they won't miss out on this. Can you do the inside pass? The inside pass? Oh, like just the getting this kind of underhook. Yeah. So you can do like the wrist inside, elbow inside, and still do the underhook. Or you can just like can't fight your way in. You can't fight your way in. And then it's sort of like a robot where I have an underhook, and then I'm basically like replacing my feet and just sort of facing the same way my partner is. So here, I throw. And so looking to get rear body lock out of the So like if he has a collar tie on you, it's hard to get the underhook. It's basically using this as a frame on you. So it's not exactly the same configuration that I'm talking about, but if I wanted to get an underhook, I could literally just open it up. You see how I'm like close to distance here? Right. Now it's my turn. So it's just getting rid of an additional frame. Alright, new partner, same thing. If you sat out before, don't sit out again. Sit out. What's your name? Dylan.
Dylan, nice.
That makes sense, right?
This one?
Yeah, like you kind of want to backside. It's hard to get under. Right. So you want to figure out a way to just like come in and yeah. And then shut the back at this point. Here you go. Watch. Sit. Switch. Are we switching like I'm sorry, over. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, I'm Dylan.
First 6 a.m.
Yeah, first 6 a.m.
Ooh. Alright, nice. Let's move on to what we were working on last week. Close guard stuff, and then we'll also do some K guard. So we'll start with the omoplata just because that's what we ended on. So we'll start in the position where we're enclosed, and then we get to the omoplata position here. Right here. So we'll start in this position, and I'm looking to finish the omoplata, and Bernard is looking to get out of this again. So just like a quick review, just so everyone's on the same page. When we're in closed guard here, my goal is always to look to deflate posture, and then look to sort of angle out and isolate arms and heads. I get to the omoplata position when Bernard starts looking away to sort of get away from the attacks that can happen over here. So that's when I would roll my leg over. And the goal of this is basically to isolate this arm. And then my bottom leg will come out. And then I end up in this position. So we'll start here in this position. And we want to look to finish the omoplata. And again, how we finish the omoplata is basically this shoulder lock. So if you hold your arm up like this, and you just rotate your arm, you can sort of feel the shoulder get tighter when like it starts to go behind your back or like beyond your shoulder. That's essentially what the mechanic is. Like you can see, I'm looking to achieve kind of like this shoulder in alignment with the elbow with a 90-degree bend. I'm sort of using the configuration of my body to turn his arm here so that it causes a breakage. That's basically it. The Kimura is the same finishing mechanic. I'm just using my arms to turn this 90-degree configuration. Omoplata is basically I'm using my legs. So the way to finish this is basically keep this 90-degree, break more posture by scooting outwards, getting the shoulder to the mat, having both my feet point outwards just so it doesn't injure yourself. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm lifting my hips, so I'm turning his arm like this, like forward. Go slow on your partners because some people's shoulders are really tight. Just lift in very slow. It shouldn't take much if you have your mechanics right. Let's say like you're looking to finish it, but then like maybe Bernard's like bringing his arm very in, or maybe he's coming up. Again, like I want to break his posture down. I'm looking to sort of straighten the shoulder and the elbow so that they're in alignment. Then again, I'm looking to just lift. So we'll start from here. Basically, I'm not covering the hips, my back's on the ground. I do have his arm isolated, and then I need to figure out a way to come up and do all that.
We're starting from like arm already in your flat, your back.
Yeah. And then Bernard's looking at ways to counteract that. Yeah, I can go over some of the defenses again, but first, if you complete your goal, either get a submission or Bernard disconnects and then flip
That's not where we're going.
So you're facing that way, and then
I'm that deep.
I'm not even gonna.
Go away from me. Is it just that? Yeah. And that's it.
It's like
I feel like I can't sit out here.
You know, you can range your control a little more.
Yeah. 1 inch of rain.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like there's no way. But if I'm up here, we're figuring out last week. If I'm up here, I'm trying to go right up to you do all that. Right. And then I just reach up follow as best I can.
Yeah.
Ooh, keep on, no.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oy. Comes in my face.
I think
It's like it's leaking here.
oh, that's
Alright, partners, same thing.
Go that way 6 inches first. Just put it back down on the ground. How realistic it is to drag the guy down.
yeah.
If I can stay on my knees with my shoulder,
Now I can't see.
Yeah.
I think you had the right idea of like trying to escape and return under.
Yeah.
The problem is you basically had to hit cast it.
Oh.
I'll show it again later, but like when you look under, it's going to like scoot your hips out.
Okay.
So you can free your lower body and you can jump.
Yeah, it was the
Other idea. And then you went back to try to roll. So
You're going between the
Stay with me.
Okay.
Don't hold that arm. And you're just trying to make him fall.
Yeah.
You move into that corner. Yeah.
I'm kind of worried though. Looking back.
I think it's a bunch of space from here. You need to put your feet this way.
So you're gonna come backwards here?
Now it's going to fall away from my face.
Yeah, I'll apply myself for you.
What do you mean turn?
So I have to move my face, right? Like usually.
Well, I only moved for you because you were going the wrong direction.
You were there, but like here. If you were here, you went.
Yes, that's where you was going.
Yeah.
You want me to be down.
Alright, now,
Yeah.
we'll play this game again, but I'll first go through some defenses, maybe what I'm thinking about doing before that. Well, first off, actually, I'll talk about what I saw offensively. So offensively, like, the reason why I explained the mechanic to you guys is because every person that you roll with is going to be slightly different. So I want you guys to know how to adjust and not just like have a memorized set of moves or how to do something. So like, it doesn't matter what Bernard is doing, like he can bring his wrist in closer. He can, I don't know, move his body a certain way. It's like, what are the constants necessary to finish the omoplata? It's basically like, I want his elbow in alignment with the shoulder. I want this 90-degree bend, basically like trapping his arm with my body here. And then I basically want to break his posture, so I'll scoot out and bring his posture down. And then from here, it's literally just a lever action with my body that brings his arm up for the shoulder break. And if you can find those conditions, I don't care what you do. Like you can literally do anything you want. Like I maybe trap his posture down on the mat, maybe just use my hands to pull it up. It's not technically an omoplata, but you'll still get it finished. So let's talk about escapes. So put me in the omoplata, whichever side you prefer. So we're right here. So again, like, we understand the mechanics of how to finish, and you understand like you're basically going against that, figure out what the omoplata is, right? So like one is just like, let's think about the bend in the arm. He wants a bend in the arm, I don't. So if I can like find some way to maybe move away and straighten the arm and come around on the other side, turn that into a pass. Obviously that's not going to be easy. And then I already saw some of you start doing the rolling escapes, right? So right now he's basically like got me wound up and turning my arm into a V-girl. So I can sort of unwind it by one, looking away and performing a roll to sort of undo the pressure that's in my shoulder. And then from here there might be an arm bar thread. But if I'm fast about it, I can make sure I can get out. The other one that I like to do is turning in. So omoplata is basically it's isolation, and then they cause a break in the shoulder by using your arm as a lever. So if I can reduce the isolation of this arm, then it's going to be a lot safer. So what I do is I can also turn inwards and bring my head underneath it here. And at the same time, I bring my hips out. From here, the angle of the omoplata is great. But sometimes I'll even sit here just to make sure that they can't really finish. Like if you try to finish the omoplata, it's pretty much like the angle is wrong, and then if my hips are free, then I can again sort of unwind the position. Again, it starts turning the arm bar. The arm is fast enough, you can turn the arm bar. But I would much rather be in an arm bar than an omoplata, just because I have way more mobility to deal with my partner. So yeah, those are generally the escapes that I sort of look for. Like I can turn away and wind, I can look under and sort of reduce the isolation on my arm. There is also the one where I can posture up. So like I can posture up and bring the arm down. And then from here I can totally come up, insert a knee in his hip pocket. And then the reason why the omoplata is starting to fail here is because I'm inserting a knee which is causing my arm to straighten out. And as my arm straightens out, like you can do it yourself, like the mechanic for the shoulder no longer exists. Like your shoulder's not tight when your arm is just straight, it turns into an arm bar. So as it straightens out, I pull out, and now I have kind of like reverse in my belly. Yeah, so those are like the primary escapes that I use to get out of omoplatas. But what I don't want you to do is just to memorize that. It's to understand that what you're doing is either undoing the tension in your shoulder by rolling, you're reducing isolation, or you're changing the lever of the arm so that your shoulder is no like a mechanical shoulder for a long time. Anything you do, but you can make shit up as long as it disrupts one of those conditions, then you can get out. So we'll play this game again. Attacker looking to finish the omoplata, defender looking to disconnect. Questions? One, two, two.
Oh no. Don't hurt me, little please.
I've never tried that.
Bloodthirsty.
Yeah, I was struggling with that, trying to do it later. I think I was working
Where we are, I think it's actually where I'm right here.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah. Okay, because that straightens it out pretty much for you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If I move, you want me to do this one. And it feels good. I think just this way. I've never rolled under myself. No, I've never, normally I would just, normally I would roll away. And that's like my go-to.
Yeah.
I've never tried.
I'm scared of rolling under or rolling over.
If you're doing it to turn your head and his shoulder, you're pretty safe. As long as I don't have you here,
Yeah.
you roll right now.
Like that.
Not on your head, like straight your head to the side and roll on the shoulder. Yeah, do that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's literally, it's like, it looks fucking scary.
Yeah. And also your arms like still there.
But like if you're here and try to roll,
Yeah. I mean,
as long as I have you here.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Alright, go.
Yeah. That's the.
Was that a good roll though?
No, sick roll. It's fucking sick. There you go. That's roll or something.
Just like squeezed in there.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. My mom said if I wait, I get banana bread. Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, let's talk about some follow-ups real quick. Let's see. I want you guys to know that also, that if Bernard just postures up like completely, I can still finish the whole plot. Like, you can just perform the mechanic. Maybe the size difference makes it a little difficult, but I basically like look to like get a seat belt or just like control his back here, and then basically using this free leg to hit the skate outward again to get that alignment with the elbow up in alignment with the shoulder. So I'm basically like scooting it outwards, and then as I scoot more outwards, I'm already kind of pulling on his arm. So if I keep going, then it's eventually going to be a time. So it's possible to finish the omoplata as they're sitting up. So that's one potential follow-up. Put me in omoplata. Actually, sorry. Another follow-up that I would do is if they decide to roll, so they look away and just go ahead and start rolling. I actually don't think this is a lost condition yet. Like, because they haven't pulled their arm out, I can still do stuff with this. They call this the baby arm position. So as they roll, I like to take my hand and instead grab the tricep. Like this right here. And so if you ask your partner, can you get up? Like, it's hard for him to get up because he can't form base on the side of his butt. He might be able to scissor his legs, but even then I can still move his feet down. So whether you're sitting on your butt or you come up with it, I like to come up because then you just have a really good base here. You can come to this baby arm position and lean your face. Some of the attacks here, like I can basically back step into mounted triangle. I can rotate and face him into an arm bar. A very strong one because now I have sort of like a pillow configuration with my feet. Like if you just rotate in place, you get in this very strong arm bar configuration. Or you could totally just like re-roll your own form. So like if I start to roll, we end up straight back into some squat position. So again, make sure you just stay guard. We'll do a little drilling on this. So here, Bernard decides to roll. And what I do is I grab this tricep and I kind of lean outwards. Come up and then put this leg underneath his arm right here. So now for sure, I'm just like sitting on his arm and he's not going to be able to get back up. And from here, okay. I always like try to keep this elbow hiked up. I don't want to lose this. If I lose this, like the whole thing's gone. And that's kind of like the risky part of this position is that you're using a lot of your body to control a very little part is. And it's like very leveraged. But the problem is if I lose Bernard's elbow line, the whole thing is gone. So it's kind of like a thing where I have to think about, I can't just sit here all day and just control because he's eventually just going to push it and sort of get out. First one is I just back step, collecting an arm and a head. And then you get into this like mounted triangle. Go for that. The other one is kind of like take my outside leg and step up. And then I rotate. And that outside leg turns into this shoulder cradle. And then this leg goes over. And now we have a pillow arm bar for a very hard break. And then the last one you can try to re-roll. So we're right here. Inside shoulder goes to the mat, you're looking out. And then you're bringing them back up into the pop-up position. Those are some follow-ups, especially when they start rolling. If you keep their elbow line, it's not over. We look for these follow-ups. So we'll drill these out for a little bit and then we can move on. Any questions? I can come around and help with it. You're watching this. Yep. Go first again. Cool. Yeah, exactly. I can't hold here.
So hold the elbow. Yeah. So now grab the tricep.
Thank you, it's amazing.
That's good.
So I can't play. First one is turn. So just turn it back, turn this back.
Yeah, so just rotate, face on. And then with this thing, arm bar, which is speed to go around. Yeah. And then keep rotating here. Yeah, like this. And now this one.
This is the one.
As you just want to fix make that.
Keep this right here.
I'm gonna roll so this
Dude, definitely the worst thing
saying
You want
theory.
to
Okay.
I don't know if it's worse than I break someone's shoulder in the morning practice, but then I like it's a shoulder broken. Both of them are fucking terrible.
Here you want to step or back step, I think.
And now you start like for
It's to figure out.
That's good, keep going.
I would lock my.
I don't really know how much.
So I'm just kind of like, I kind of like sitting on his chest, right? Move your weight.
Oh, that's like.
It's just like a revelation. Yeah. I didn't show it all. I basically have a head drum. After the really scary one, kind of move your waist.
Yeah.
Bend.
Would you mind? I'm going that way. I don't know if you're in the right position.
So I rolled at nothing, or another roll here,
This wall.
and then when I got into the map.
So I would come up on my knees, so like as I'm holding, I was like, first full pitch myself, train. Yeah, now come up and shove this underneath, please. Now I get the triangle, you'll back step your left leg.
I just want to sweep. I just want to sweep.
You can go slow, face him. Now you can sort of see you have a head. Now you can sit on his chest and then swing your right leg.
Like under his head.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
And then now.
It's kind of hard to control.
Yeah, you want to have like this one. You have this.
Just pushing off because I'm so loose on this.
And then now. And then once you turn that
So
way,
right here, right? Yeah, that works. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you just take, you can't watch it, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
So all the, this is basically all the spider.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah, I got it. We'll have more time to work this. Since we only have 15 minutes, I do want to get back to just some K-guard. So we'll play some games with K-guard. So we'll start in close guard. And remember how we get to the K-guard position, which is basically I take whichever side I prefer. I'm going to scoop the leg. I'm going to unlock my feet, and then I'm basically going to bring the knee side of my scoop inside of my partner's leg right here. And then this top leg is just kind of like a knee shield. And what K-guard offers is, it's a very good guard for keeping distance because I have so much in front of Bernard. Like, if he tries to pressure in, it's like, that's fine. I have both my feet. I'm controlling his hips. I have this frame too. So I have just like all of this like implementation right here to keep him away. I also have a very good ability to carry his weight. So if he decides to push in, I can totally just like invert under him. And now all of his weight is on this leg, this arm, and some of this arm as well. Which means I can manipulate his weight, start looking to sweep, throw into leg locks. I think the main two things that I want us to work on in this game though, first is, we'll start in close, and then I want you to drill just like a quick drill just to get to this K-guard starting position. And then Bernard will be postured up. The goal of the game here, for me, is either to bring both of Bernard's hands to the mat,
So it's kind of like a pull of my knees to bring his hands to the mat, or to bring his hips to the mat. So like if he knows I'm going to pull him and he's standing up, then I need to figure out a way to, don't just bring it up. Like I need to figure out a way to maybe clasp my hands, bring his upper body away, and pull his leg out from underneath him. And then from here, look to get hips to the mat. So I want you guys, that's like the main push-pull mechanic of the K-guard. And if you've watched, if you guys have Amazon Prime, or you guys watched the Marcelo versus Walkman match, this is basically what happened the entire match. Like Walkman got to this kind of shallow, or this key master guard, and then Marcelo basically was trying to pressure pass the entire time. And then, I guess I'll spoil it for you, but Lachlan wins. And the way he wins is basically by offsetting Marcelo's weight, pulling his leg to his chest, and then performing. He basically does the leg lock. And so again, it's like there's only so many ways you can shift your weight in this position. So like if I'm on bottom, I want to make sure I can either put my opponent's hand on the mat, carry his weight and just sweep him over, or bring his weight back so that his leg gets light and I can pull it out and go to attacks. Any questions on this position? We'll start from close and then we'll drill to the key master K guard, and then once the offensive person is there, the game will start. Bernard, as defending man, is just looking to keep good posture and keep good weight distribution, making sure his hands or hips. Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can like
Yes.
legs to sort of pinch to push or pull. Bernard, try to bring the hands to the mat. Yeah.
Once you get once you do this, you want to now try to go under hand grip a lot, and then bring this knee inside closer to your hand.
And then if it helps, you can also take a little bit or see on our side.
You don't want us touching.
What?
You only want us to like posture out. You don't
Yeah,
want
like
to
he
go
tried to
back.
clear his moves. But if you do see the opportunity, like if they just like feel free to drop it like side of people. I'm sure there's other one thing that will won't happen.
Let's try this.
Sorry. No, you have to try. It's all that pool. It'll move my weight down. Watch your head. I did. You dropped the news. Dude, so many people. This needs to stay on this side. They don't even want to touch your head, right? I mean, it's obvious. It's always known he does that. When you're walking out, like, I know you shit and your hands are wet. You're going to dry. You need to be dry. You know, like I see you in my cat blood. Just kidding. It's like
It's me this whole time. It's me this whole time. All right, really quick.
Nice to meet you.
Let me talk a little bit about what I'm seeing, and then we'll play the game again, so you guys will get another chance to play around with it.
Let's see, what am I saying? I don't want to lose my legs whenever I'm like, maybe if I'm pushing over here. I want to keep like my legs involved. If I don't, and I just kind of like drop them, this is when you get your guard glasses, right? So if we're here, also like, if his hands are on the mat, that's great. What I can do to reinforce it is I keep this bottom, I'll always keep one leg engaged, and it's usually this bottom one. Like I want to keep this framing, so it makes it hard for him to drive. With this top leg, I can sort of like use it for anything. I like to put it in his armpit, and then now I have a pretty good place where I can start to push him away. I can even like use it to pull him back. You kind of have to be a little like, almost like using your feet like hands. And then in the case where he's postured up and I'm trying to pull his leg out, like again, I keep this bottom frame, and then I can sort of like even push on his chest a little bit to bring his leg out from underneath him. And then from here, we haven't gotten into it, but we throw for backside attacks. I can even scoot out with this leg, start coming up. So just making sure, like, when you do take that position, to always try to be connected with your hands and feet. All right, we'll do the game again. Start from closed, drill to a K-guard. The attacker on the bottom is looking to get hands on the mat or get hips to the mat, and then defender is really no win condition. You're just denying them what they want, so they can have this reaction of like push pulling and manipulating the body. Any questions? I'm doing. New partners, if you guys want to different close. Hey, buddy.
I'll switch it up.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to switch? So you're starting. Yeah. Come on, baby.
You want the leg push me back. Oh, my bad.
try to create this.
I didn't go ahead.
You can also use it to pull and push. Similar to
Alright, hi. Yeah.
So the reason why I want you guys to start understanding like the weight distribution here is because in both cases, like when I bring his weight backwards more and I pull his leg out, or if I bring his weight over me like this and pull his leg out, like it all is kind of similar, which is I'm bringing his weight, his center of gravity from kind of like, if he's just sitting up, it's sort of near his belly button, basically bringing it to his hands. And when I bring it to his hands, his lower body gets light. And when the lower body gets light, we can start manipulating his lower body, either coming up or going into leg locks. The converse is like if Bernard is not a pushover and he just kind of like stays over me and on top of me. And so like he's pressuring and I need to frame. Here, now we can start thinking about like upper body attacks too. This like frame leg right here, you see it. You can also go straight into the omoplata right here. I can also grab this arm and go to an arm bar. And you can also see like this leg right here is beneath the shoulder. So if I get the opportunity, I can also shoot into triangles. So there's a lot of upper body attacks here that you can perform as well. We'll get to them on Wednesday. I think what's really important is knowing how to manipulate the largest weight in this position. Because that opens it up. So you're not just looking for these upper body attacks. If you have the opportunity, you can also reverse the position and also manipulate your weight so you can get up. So we'll play more with Key Master Guard on Wednesday. I think we'll start finishing up omoplatas and then move on from there. Any last questions? Alright, open that for our long, however many people are going to stay. Train hard, stay consistent.
I just started last week, so I'm trying to figure out the
get the knee in a little bit more. You have to push my weight back. Find that leg. Yes, that's Kila. Kimura is here. Americana is here. So this is Americana Kila. Kimura. It's Kimura. Right? Down here. Then if you're on your back flat, Americana is the opposite, right? You ready? Fine, you wait for other people to try you out. There's a lot of crap on this floor today. Alright.
Yeah, no, I think I got Shoda. That's got you.
Oh no. Sure. He's like, oh, me.
You just got me on my liquor, that's all.
My bad, I think maybe I scratched you.
No, you good.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's right. Just where you want. Just where I want. Not that one. Stay there, man. That wasn't so bad. Hey, let's go. You like calling the mood, pieces of Jesus. Yeah, feeling that one. Feeling that. Yeah, me. Just misery moves, not finished. God damn it. What do you mean? What's that? What's the extra?
You get up.
Look at the couch. Oh, that's beer. Oh, that's cheeseburgers. Directly into my mouth. That's right. One more.
Push it. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Dylan. Ah. That's what it's trying to say.
Go for a line. Just throw my mouth. I'll give you your legs. Yeah, just one leg. I can't get up. And you really have to do that leg.
But I just want to learn to shake it out.
So you keep one leg off the ground. It's hard for me to get up again. You let that go to the side or something. Oh, just pass. Faster. Get it right faster.
Woo! You're fast and strong. quickly as you can. Yes. Yeah. And then the shoulder. So if you can have, if you have 3 points down, so I can't go this way. Okay. Well, I mean, it's okay if I go this way because you don't have to. All right. So you have to have an arm bar. What you want is you down belly. Put this over my face, grab the grab this arm. Make sure you can pull it out. Put this right over my face. Real fast. You have to hold it. Yep, and sit. So you need to be right here. Super close, or that way goes over. But if you can't do it further, so my elbow has to be that way with your hips. You want to be hitting this side of my elbow. Yep. Now don't let me. Ooh. The other thing to do is make sure my thumb's pointing straight up. Go very slowly. Tension is here. Your body's going a little farther away. Let's move your pelvis. Squeeze your legs a bit so you don't move. Think of it as hooking, not pulling together. A little bit of pressure. Next time. Yeah, the dumbbell is a good start. There's a lot of ways to go to your one bar. So when you fall back, yeah, you're gonna like football player line. You grab under the elbow. You gotta try to figure out how to get this foot over my face. Keep weight on it.
If I fall back a little,
There's a pretty good arc to go before you're tight. Okay. You have to keep weight on this knee as long as you can actually finish like this, like that. This knee is going to keep this arm from going that way.
2 more, baby. 3 seconds. Go, go, go.
Go. So you have it going. That way. Throw that leg on my face. Don't let go of the arm. Now sit on my ribs, basically. Don't fall away. Just land on me. Go down. Sit. You guys get down. Keep pushing on. Sit all until you're on the ground. You're not going to hurt it. You will a little bit, but if you fall back too much, I'm gonna get my arm out. So what it's gonna feel like is somewhere.
Okay.
But you brought time to go home. The thing is, everyone tries to be gentle. So land here, but then you pull your arm. So you're not gonna hurt the guy by landing on a little bit. You focus.
Assuming the actually was a UC champion last month.
Yeah.
I really feel like it cleared a lot of things up for me. Just this arm drag, the lung. Okay, no, I feel like I did.
We're just like using 2-on-1s and then just like putting a stopper.
Yeah. As soon as I control one arm, I mean, I can't do shoulder crunches very easy, but this one is a lot. In all aspects of it, for stand up too, like I feel like, because I like Russians a lot. So this is just the next logical variation of that. One day I'll be as good as you, Frank. I'm not a big much, wasn't it?
Uzi's been in Vietnam too, right?
Who?
Uzi
Yeah, I guess so. With his lady friend and everything. I think he's there with her.
just disappeared. He got a girlfriend. That's like the
You gotta
number
go for got
one.
too cool.
Yeah, number
That's
one.
everybody's training.
Yeah, that's no one reason
Dude,
why.
seeing them train together is hilarious. Yeah. They'll do open when we're doing the situational. They'll just be like, you know what you want. You know what you're looking for. Come on.
You're freaking me out, man.
You know the system. But it's like this deep Polish love that sounds angry, you know?
Deep Polish love. That sounds like.
I'm assuming he's Polish. I hope he's not Ukrainian. 'Cause
Yeah, I think
he's Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely got the Polish straight ankle locks.